Hey guys, Matt here with Savvy Lands. I've got another property in Brewster County, Texas, and Terlingua Ranch. This property is less than a half a mile off of Highway 118 to the west of Highway 118. If you got a camper, fifth wheel, RV, something like that, this would be a great property to have. It's easily accessible. You can get to it super easy with any of those. And if you like to visit the area, then you can go ahead and pull your trailer, fifth wheel trailer, or drive your RV to the straight to the property. Not have to worry about trying to find somewhere to hook it up or whatever. So let me jump you into the computer and go ahead and show you this property. Again, it's 10 acres and just to the west of Highway 118. It's got great views of 9 Point Mesa, and we're gonna go ahead and show you the drone videos and photos a little later in this video. So stick around to check it out. Alrighty, so first I'm going to fly you over to the good old US of A. This property is Brewster County, Texas, property ID number 16277, and it's Terlingua Ranch, tract number 3142B. So here's the good old US of A. I'm going to flash the property pin down there in the west side of Texas in the Big Bend Valley. Red pin at the bottom center of the screen. So flying closer here, you'll start to see some more outlines. You can see you've got the Big Bend Desert right here. There we go. So there's the Big Bend Desert. We'll keep flying in a little bit, and you'll start to see some more borders. So the green line is going to be the border of Brewster County, Texas. Keep flying in a little bit, you'll see Terlingua, Texas down here south of the property, 30 miles or so. Flying in. So this property is only 0.44 miles from Highway 118. So the pink line right here is how you get to the property. Go ahead and highlight the property outline. There you go. So super close to Highway 118. Now, for directions, you can see Agua Fria Road. That's one of the main ranch roads. It's just to the north of this property. So for directions, follow that green line at the intersection of Highway 118 and Agua Fria Road. Head south on Highway 118 for approximately 0.91 miles until you get to the road that's marked with a pink line on this map. That road it's got a minerals place at it, and I'm going to show you a photo here in a second. The property is super close, and then there's electricity also on the road going into it. So once you see this sign, Ecology Minerals Inc. is at the intersection of the road you need to turn west on and Highway 118. This road right there, the paved road that you can see in this photo, is Highway 118. For electricity, we can see electrical lines. I'll go ahead and turn on all these headings so you can see them. And then we can see electrical lines running that route right there. So they're right in front of that Ecology Minerals place. There's Ecology Minerals. So this property is just to the west of Ecology Minerals. This is a neighbor. They've got a nice little setup there. So you'll pass these two places, and then the property will be down the road on the right. This property sits right in the corner. There's a road that runs on the eastern boundary, and then the road you turn in on off of Highway 118 is on the southern boundary of the property. So two access points, and with electricity, and then there's also telephone cables that run through here. You can have a great setup for a very great price. So let me go ahead and show you what this looks like here on a street view. So we're looking north on Highway 118 right now. There's the Ecology Minerals sign. As we turn to the west, you'll see Ecology Minerals is here on the left. You're going to take this street. Take that street, just 0.44 miles to get to the property, and the property is going to be on the right, which is the north side of this gravel road. Turning back to the north, looking up Highway 118, we're going to turn over to the east, and you'll see 9 Point Mesa there in the distance. This property has great views of 9 Point Mesa. This sign you can see Alpine 60 miles away, and Fort Davis is 84 miles away from the property. These are some of your neighbors on Highway 118. So they're about a half mile to the east of the property. They've got a nice little setup there. Now I'm going to turn south, so that's looking south. This is towards Terlingua. And now you can see again, if you're coming from Alpine up north, you're going to turn right onto this road when you see the Ecology Minerals Inc. sign. There you go. Okay, now let me fly you up to look at the property itself. Turn off all this stuff. We'll check out some views of the property. Alright, so first I'm going to show you a northern view on Google Earth. The yellow line over here to the right is Highway 118. So this is a view looking to the north. I'm going to turn you to the northeast. You'll start to see 9 Point Mesa here in the distance. Turning a little bit more to the east, you've got this one neighbor over here to the east before you get to Highway 118. Then you get Highway 118, and then you get the next neighbor that you saw with the street view that I just showed out on Highway 118. Ecology Minerals is just off the southeast corner of the property. See lots of mountain views around here. Now we're turning to the southeast. Now we'll flip around to the south. Southwest, and again we've got some real footage of this property, some drone footage, photos and videos that we're going to show you later on in this video. Looking southwest now, more mountains. Off to the west there's some mountains in the distance, and you'll be able to see those in the drone footage. Now we're going to the west, or sorry, northwest, and then back to the north. Alrighty, go ahead and mark the property again, and I'm going to show you what's all surrounding this. So this property is actually in the Agua Fria region of Terlingua Ranch. Here you can see all the ranch regions. This Agua Fria region in red actually stretches over and hits some of these little areas in here. So we don't have it exactly outlined with the small portions of the ranch in that section. You can see all the sections of the ranch here. The lodge, the Terlingua Ranch Lodge, is right here where you see Terlingua Ranch Airport. I'll show you that in a second. All the mountains around the property, so I'm going to go ahead and flash this property pin since it's red and the mountains are red also. There you go, there's the property flashing, and now you can see all the various mountains all around. So you got great views of 9 Point Mesa, Black Hill, Red Bluff, Campbell's Hump, Paint Mountain, Paddlesack Mountain, Agua Fria Mountain, etc. Canyons, draws, and creeks. There's all the canyons, draws, and creeks in the area. Destinations and locations. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So there you can see Terlingua Ranch Ranch Lodge over there to the southeast of the property. As the crow flies, let's see how far that is. Straight line distance is 13.5 miles about, so not too terribly far. Probably around 20 miles or so on the roads. Alrighty, so this property sits right in between Big Bend Ranch State Park to the west, Big Bend National Park to the east, southeast, and south. And as you can see, there's a couple things super close to the property. The American Legion Post 653 is just to the north of the property, north up Highway 118. And then the Little Borough Country Store is right by that as well, just to the north up Highway 118. Flying you back out here, we're going to look at the outline of Brewster County, just so you can see where it is. We're working, this property is in the southwestern corner of Brewster County, Texas. So that's the green outline there on the screen. And then for some nearby cities, here's some nearby cities. So you have Alpine to the north, Marathon to the northeast, Sanderson and Dryden over to the east, Terlingua and Lejitas down to the south, Presidio is over to the west, then Marfa is up to the northwest, and Fort Davis is a little further northwest than that. What else do we got? I'll go ahead and show you some photos of the actual property. I'm going to scroll through these pretty quickly because you can see these on all of our property listings as well, especially on our website. Is the main one you want to look at. Alrighty, so these are photos of the actual property. So this is a patch of some various grasses on the property. This is the road that runs to the southern edge of the property. So you're looking to the south, north-south view. This shows the road again, north-south view. This is a ground level view of the property looking to the north. So this road is the road that runs on the eastern border of the property. Here's a view looking to the northeast, the big mountains in the distance. That's 9 Point Mesa right there on the right side of the screen. Here's a view of the southern side of the property where it meets the gravel road. This is looking to the northeast. Here's a view of the property, or from the property looking to the northwest. And this is a ground level view, so it's probably 10 to 20 feet high, so it's a good representation of what you can see from the property itself. Ground level view of the property looking south, southwest, west. Here's a view of the street on the southern border of the property, and we're looking to the east. So Highway 118 is about 0.44 miles that way. Ecology Minerals is on the right. Your neighbors, you can see their roof right there is on the left. It's a view from the street looking south. There's a couple hills and small little mountains to the south. It's a view to the southeast of the property. View to the southwest of the property. Here's some bushes and shrubs and a little thicker vegetation. That's a patch of vegetation on the property itself on the southern side of the property. This is the southern border of the property. You can see there's a little bit of rough terrain here on the southeastern corner of it, but you can access it, which you'll see soon, from the road that runs along the eastern side of it, or if you go down a little bit further to the west, you can get in there as well. And putting a culvert in right there wouldn't be too hard anyways. So on the right hand side of the screen is the road that runs on the eastern side of the property, so you can access it right here. If you see the sign there that says underground cable, call Big Bend Telephone Company before digging. So there's telephone lines that run on the southern border of this property. Here's the view of the property, just looking down on it, so some of the terrain. It's the street view from Highway 118. This is the turnoff where you turn west to get to the property. Head 0.44 miles down this road, the property will come up on your right. There's the road that runs along the eastern border of the property. There's the sign on the highway. This kind of it's a good marker for how you know how to get to this property. If you buy it and people are coming to visit you, you can easily say just, hey, turn west when you see the Ecology Minerals sign on Highway 118. That's our street. It's a view of the southern edge of the property, and you got 9 Point Mesa in the distance as well. So this is looking to the northeast. It's looking down the street, the south side of the property. It's looking to the east. Here's a little higher view looking to the east of the property. You can see you got a neighbor a little ways off to the east. You got the neighbor at Highway 118 past them. Got a few more neighbors to the northeast on Highway 118. Then you got Ecology Minerals to the kind of southeast of the property. It's a view of the property looking north. So the property is where you see the truck. That's the southeastern corner of the property, Again, it's 10 acres, so it runs up this road and cuts over and is in this bottom square of the property, or of the landscape here. If we pull up I'll pull up the Google Earth satellite view so you can kind of see the outline of it in relation to this. So you can see more telemarketers calling me. All right, so here's the property outline. So if you kind of look at these patches of grass and thicker vegetation, you can see that this one right here is kind of a little bit longer, and then this one's kind of circular. Those appear to be right in the middle of the property. So you can see that basically this whole screen running from left to right is going to be the property boundary. And then when you go north, look at the northeast corner up here. It's going to be one of these gray kind of stretches, so it's going to be one of these. So property runs from the truck to the left, basically as far as you can see on this photo. Then you're going to go north, and it's going to run all the way up to about this gray patch. So you get a big chunk of land here. There's a view of the street to the east of the property. It's the view to the northwest, view to the south, view to the southeast, view to the southwest. This is a view looking down the street on the southern side of the property to the west. It's a higher view to the west. Now I'm going to pull up a couple videos. We'll just let them run. I'll kind of bounce through here some. So here we are. The property's right here in the corner. Again, the truck's on the southeastern corner of the property, and this is a view to the north right now. So now the camera's going to turn to the northeast. So here's your northeast view. You can see the semi-truck running on Highway 118 up there. So super close to the highway. There's 9 Point Mesa, kind of to the northeast of the property. Now we're turning over to the east. You're going to see your first neighbors to the east, the second neighbors along Highway 118 to the east, and then Ecology Minerals Inc. is to the southeast of the property right there with the silos there and the sheds or barns. Now we're turning to the southeast. As it keeps panning over, we're going to turn straight south. So you can see there's a bunch of little hills here. Give it some good terrain and characteristic to look at. Now we're panning to the southwest. So you got some big mountains to the southwest. Looking west, so looking straight west from the property now. Down the road on the southern side of the property. Now we're turning to the northwest. And now we're turning back to the north. So we fade back, we're going to look straight down at the property. There's those thicker patches of kind of grasses and some shrubs there. This is a view from basically the southern border of the property to the north. I've got one more video here. It's going to be at a lower level, so we're getting closer to ground level here. We've got the southern border of the property just across this road. Again, the truck's the southeast corner of the property. You can see there's a little bit rougher terrain right there along the road, but easy to put in a culvert. You can even have the property owner association come in and blade your road into there if you'd like. So here's a view to the east of the property along the road to on the southern side of the property. Now we're looking back north, and we're just going to fly over the property here at a low level. That's looking to the west, down the street to the south of the property. Now looking to the southwest, Now looking to the south. There's 9 Point Mesa to the north-northeast of the property. Now as we fly through the property, you can get a better idea of what the terrain kind of looks like here. So it's super flat, it's ready to build. You can build something, you can bring an RV, you can bring a fifth wheel, you can bring a tent, you can make a campsite, you can do anything. There's no restrictions out here, so you can do whatever you want to do out here. Now we're kind of in the central portion of the property. Just flying around. This is a view to the southwest. Now we're going to come up to these kind of thicker patches of grass and brush that are on the property. So some stuff does grow on this property. There you go. So now we're looking at, this is the right hand side of the screen is going to be the southeast corner of the property. You've got 9 Point Mesa, and you've got the property just across the street in this corner. You kind of see the road that runs along the east side of the property up here. So it's this whole corner section there. I want to show you some stuff that's in the area. Pull up the internet. Alrighty, so first I'm going to show you the Property Owners Association website. It's poetry.org, poatri.org up here. You can go here and check out tons of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of information here, so be sure to look at all this. If you need any help or have any questions about the Property Owners Association, just click on contacts up here. And you can go ahead and give any of these people a ring or a call or an email. Next, Terlingua Ranch Lodge. So this is the lodge that's on the ranch, and they've got cabins, they've got a pool, they've got an airstrip, they got a bunkhouse, they got a cafe, they got a horse camp, they got RV hookups, you name it. They've got it, and you even get a discount for being a property owner here, and I believe it's 25%. So it's probably find it here in a second. Let's see. Here it is, discount. So 25% discount for poetry members that are in good standing, including spouse and dependent children only. So what that means is if you have your dues paid and you're up to date on paying your dues, and you want to stay at, like, say, one of the guest rooms or something, you'll get 25% off of that 107.35 number. You can see a map of the area, you can see lots of photos, you can see you can fly in. There's a picture of the Bad Rabbit Cafe, the interior of it, the pool. Some of the bunkhouse photos, so check that out. It's just terlinguaranch.com. Big Ben's in the area. Go to visit bigbend.com. You can click on the national park or the state park. The national park will bring you here, give you a lot more information. State park will bring you here, give you a lot more information. Some other websites you can visit are the National Park Service, and then the Texas Parks and Wildlife website as well gives you information about the state park. Terlingua, Texas. Just want to pull up some photos of Terlingua, Texas on Google Images here. Scroll through these. Definitely a unique place. Very, very neat to visit. Events in Terlingua, Texas. If I just Googled that. They're known for having the International Chili Championship, which is it runs from the end of October through the beginning of November. And last but not least, I talked about the American Legion Post 653, and this is super close, just north of the property on Highway 118. You can get more information about them here. Health events and live music and whatnot. Alrighty, so last but not least, let me show you guys our Facebook page here. So if you go and search Savvy Lands USA, you'll find us, just facebook.com/SavvyLandsUSA, as you can see up here. And yeah, this is our website. You can go here and see everything that we've posted. We post photos, we post videos, we post whenever we get a new property and we list it, we'll post it on here. So you want to make sure to go ahead and click that like button. Make sure you're following us and check in frequently. If you go to photos, you can see we've got a ton of different albums here. Let's see all. Try and put all of our properties up here, so got a lot. Alrighty. As far as social media, we also have an Instagram and a Twitter, and you can follow us on those. Again, our name is the same as our Facebook name. It's at Savvy Lands USA. That's SAVVYLANDS USA. And go ahead and search for us and follow us, like us, and share us, and we'd surely appreciate it. Thanks a lot.